It's 10 a.m. here in Harare, Zimbabwe's capital. Welcome to ZTN News Blitz, our top stories. Cash handouts for Zimbabwe's drought victims. Nightmarish semester start for Zimbabwe's varsity students. Britain hunts patients treated by corona-affected doctors. And in sport, Zimbabwe captain Sean Williams ruled out of Bangladesh test. Now, the drought currently being experienced in Zimbabwe has left millions of people distressed. As a response to the plight of the vulnerable, the Zimbabwean government has received $5 million from the Africa Risk Capacity, which will be channeled towards assisting the affected people through harmonized cash transfers. Finance and Economic Development Minister Professor MTHULI speaks.
This is another leg to make sure that we have food security. And the insurance from that product, after this public insurance, will be really targeted those who have suffered due to drought. So it will be mainly in the form of cash transfer to support the vulnerable.
Between now and April, we should be able to make a drawdown. But in any event, we have to make a drawdown before June, in order to use these resources for what they are intended.
Returning students at Zimbabwe's universities are facing an accommodation dilemma as universities in the country open for the first semester of the year beginning this month. Most universities in the country do not have an adequate on-campus accommodation for students. Students are often forced to rent in surrounding suburbs where property owners are demanding rentals in United States dollars. As a result, some universities are recording a low turnout of students. Zimbabwe Congress of University Students National President PG West Namburo told ZTN that they are negotiating affordable accommodation for their members.
As a union, we've organized ourselves in different provinces, in different institutions, and to come up with a group of people from our union who are, in communication terms with, the school administrators, specifically those, those who are in charge with the students, those who run the student affairs division. So to make sure that there is a cordial relationship and the coordination in the outside facilities, the externals, the parents, and other landlords.
Higher and Tertiary Education, Innovation, Science and Technology Development Minister Professor Amon Murwira acknowledged the accommodation challenges in the country's tertiary institutions.
Some of our students are having problems in terms of accommodation. The way they are being charged and treated gives us a very strong resolve to make sure that we build our hostels as fast as possible. And I don't think it's an advantage to the ones who are not doing well to our students.
We'll move on to Britain, where a manhunt has been launched to trace patients of 2 healthcare workers who are among 8 people in the United Kingdom to test positive for coronavirus. The pair, who are working in a general practice in Brighton, East Sussex, are believed to have been in contact with around a dozen patients. They were 2 of 4 new cases announced on Monday, all of whom contracted the virus in France and are now being treated at specialist infection centres at St. Thomas and the Royal Free Hospitals in London. We move on to sport, where captain Sean Williams will miss Zimbabwe's test match against Bangladesh. Williams will remain home to be with his wife for the birth of their first child. In his absence, Craig Irvin will captain the team for the one-off match scheduled for the 22nd to the 26th of February in Dakar. The Chevrons leave Harare on Friday. And that's all we had on ZTN News Blitz. Join us again at 1 p.m. For more news, visit ztn.co.zw and our social media platforms. Thank you for watching.